Being the oldest means you were born already in charge. I'm talking straight out of the womb, clipboard in hand. It's like taking care of everybody else was never a choice. It was just already written somewhere in your contract. So it's no wonder you are the strong one. And being the strong one meant that it's not just something that you do, it just became who you were. So much so that at some point you realize you're no longer even on your own list as a priority. And if it's been really wild, you have been taken off of your own list entirely, friend. So I got to ask you, who is taking care of you? Okay, let's get into it. Now, friend, maybe you're not the oldest, but maybe somewhere along the way you were nominated and selected, maybe even against your own will, to be the strong one. And you can tell if that's you because when somebody asks you how you're doing, you don't tell the truth. You just say things like, oh, I'm good. Or I'm fine, just been really busy. Friend, that is not the truth. You have probably been over there struggling in silence. As a matter of fact, that's another way you can tell. If you're struggling, do you actually reach out and ask for help, or do you just suffer in silence? Key indicators, friend, you are the strong one. And why is that? Because the strong one just handles it. And friend, when you are that person who just handles everything, it makes it easier for people to think that you got it, you have it all together, and you don't need any extra help or support because you've actually mastered what it looks like to never ask for help. So, friend, we are definitely making a change because you cannot operate and fully function at your best if you are not even prioritized on your own list. And I always encourage my clients to be within the top three of your priorities because I'm not going to sit here in front and act like there are not times when you are not going to be number one. When you are dealing with real life, sometimes you got to be the two or the three. But, friend, I really urge you, please don't be less than number three on your list because it's naturally easy for us, especially those with a big heart and you love to give. It's easy for us to put ourselves on the back burner and just do the low maintenance things that are required to keep ourselves going. But, friend, that is not sustainable for the long term. And the longer you do it, the longer you get disconnected from yourself. And that's how you wind up in a place where you feel like you don't know who you are or what you want anymore. And so, as we think about being the person who prioritizes ourselves first, I have to also talk to you about your capacity to receive. Because, friend, being the strong one often means you are the independent one. And if you are a 70s baby like me and you lived through all of the 90s and early 2000s era, friend, we were celebrated for being independent, okay? Somebody cue Destiny's Child up in here. You know what I mean? Or if you really want to get jiggy with it, INDEPENDENT. Do you know what that means? Okay, wait. Sorry, I play too much sometimes. But no, friend, for real, because we have been celebrated so long for being the independent one, the strong one who doesn't need anybody's help. But being strong does not mean you don't need support. And that is a lesson that Honestly, friend, I'm still learning. I'm so much better than I used to be. When my husband and I got together before we were even married, I was definitely full on in my independent mode. And I was just so used to doing everything on my own. He would literally have to stop me and say, you know, you don't have to do everything on your own. You don't have to do it by yourself. And that became his way of letting me know, hold on, player, you have support that's here and you can rely on it. And it has taken years for me to really ease into this new way of being where I actually allow myself to receive support. So if you've had to do it forever, it feels like on your own, I just want to remind you it is possible to be able to rely on support from other people. But it does mean you have to make space for that. You have to create room for support to even exist and land in your world. So, friend, I really invite you to ask yourself, what area of my life am I not allowing anyone to support me? And I know as your coach, I'm pushing a little bit here, but that's what I do. That's why you here. We have to stretch our capacity, friend. It's not just about being strong and having all the strength, because I'm going to be real with you. Your strength, it is beautiful. It's one of your most marvelous traits. The things that you have been through, the things that you have overcome, your strength is a sign of you being an overcomer, you being an achiever, you having success in so many areas of your life despite circumstances or things that you had to face. So, your strength is beautiful. It's just that your strength was never meant to be a solo venture. You were never just meant to be out here striving and the strong one all on your own, friend. You will be amazed at who will show up for you when you actually create space for support to land. So, with all of the beauty that your strength is, it was never meant to just be lived out in a silo with you just on your own and by yourself. We are really meant to live in community. And that's why we thrive when there's more of us together than when we are just plowing and taking everything on our own. And when you actually have support in your life to assist you with some of the really big things that you have going on, that actually creates more space for you to support yourself. One of my favorite clients, or I'm sorry, one of my favorite questions that I have my clients ask themselves every day is, what do I need today? And friend, when you ask yourself that, not only do you need to pause and listen to what comes in, but also once you have that answer, give that to yourself today. And if it's not possible today, is it possible within the next 72 hours? Is it possible this week? Is it possible this month? Actually make it a habit, friend, to give yourself what you need. Because when you start being the one who is on point to actually address your needs, you start feeling supported without even needing anyone external on the outside of you. And when you partner that with you meeting your own needs first and allowing support from the outside, friend, when you go first, you open up room for everyone else to be able to also support you. It is a joint effort, it's not a solo venture. So I really encourage you to think about what areas of your life have you not made the space for support to come in and meet you? Because I can tell you, friend, when you do that, you will really be able to create so much more space in your life to really take care of yourself and prioritize you in the way that you need the most. Friend, it's not that strong women don't struggle. They've just mastered struggling in silence. And we are putting an end to that today. I no longer want to see you struggling in silence. It is okay to need support, to need some help and assistance from time to time, even if it is just having someone to listen and brainstorm with, even if it means really asking someone to take care of a few things on your list so it can free you up to have more space to do something meaningful, to pour back into yourself. You do not have to take on all of these things on your own. Allow someone to support you. What would it even look like for someone to support or care for you this week, even if it was just in a really small way? Because that's another thing about us independent folk, or, reformed, formerly known as. But being the independent one, it means that a lot of times you don't want to ask for help. You don't want to be disappointed that someone is going to tell you no, that they can't do it. But, friend, I need you to get comfortable with taking that risk. And let's not take it personal. Do not take it personal that someone does not have the capacity to assist you at this time. It does not mean that they'll never be able to help you and they're never there for you. We love to throw out the nevers, don't we? People never or they always. We love to exaggerate, but it's okay. It's all right. We're great storytellers. But, friend, I'm saying all of this to say you do deserve to have support. And even if you are asking for someone to support you in even the smallest way, start there. Because I know it can be scary to put yourself out there and ask someone for help and knowing that there's a possibility that they could say no. But sometimes people's no is not about you. It's about them and where they are. So let's not take it personal if someone says no or they're not able to. Be thankful that they were honest and they told you no, that they weren't able to do it, because that just means that just alleviated you from having so much frustration later on when they're not able to fulfill a commitment that they made to you. Or maybe they don't do it in the best way that you really needed. So, thank them for being honest with you and just know that that's leading you even closer to a solution that is meant to work out for you and support you in the best of ways. Remember, it's either this or something better. So don't take it personal. Just be willing to speak and say what it is that you need and allow the other person their free will to decide whether or not they can or cannot. But regardless of their answer, be proud of yourself for asking for the support that you need. You know that old saying, a closed mouth don't get fed. Same thing with our needs and the support that we must have. We can't be afraid to put ourselves out there. Rejection is a part of life, but rejection is also God's protection. So it can't be bad, right? If God is protecting us from something, or the source or creator, the universe, whomever it is that you believe in. Nothing is without purpose, and it's always pushing you closer into the direction of your destiny. So when you look at it that way, there's nothing to take personal. You just accept it for what it is and you continue looking for other options. It's just pointing you in the direction of your destiny. Okay, friend? Ooh, so good. So, friend, if you are the strong one, drop me a comment that describes an area that you've been holding on to and not asking for support. Because, friend, your transformation just might start right here in these comments. And I would love to support you there because we can still be strong and allow our strength to show up in brand new, beautiful ways with us being supported. Oh, so good. Okay, friend, I'll meet you in the comments and I'll see you in the next video.